end up bashing out a lot on some people. Don't feel offended. Hey guys, my name is Naomi. Same day, I'm back with story time about my first assessment center kind of thing in England. Let's say this video is entering the category how to be authentic. So I applied for a lot of jobs. I wrote them down in an Excel. I checked points, those I had the emails, the job, the bullet point, the skills required, the email, the phone number in case they call, the name of the company, name of the position, title of the position, pretty much everything in an Excel. I was waiting for the call backs. Now, I applied for some recruitment jobs because I speak fluently 3 languages. I thought I was adequate for it because I also had experience in customer service before, and I don't know, it was just business related. And I arrived to this assessment center. I went to London for it because I don't want to waste money on a job interview. It was not even an interview, it was an assessment going towards an interview if you're successful. I went to London from Newcastle, 6 hours, 7 of bus, and I traveled during the night. I arrived in the morning. I had the meeting around 12 or something, or 11, something like that. There were like 6 people, I think, in the assessment center. We had to do working team, analyze CV. They asked us like to present ourselves in public, like in front of everyone, and say our biggest accomplishments. So obviously how I come from France and from East Europe as well, it's important to, for example, talk about your achievements when it comes to work, business, blah blah blah. And I thought like it was requested, I trained for it, like the point was to sell my knowledge, my skills and everything. But I forgot it's England, and I forgot that skills don't matter that much. I was the youngest, first of all. They were all working already. 2 have previously worked in recruitment, which was a plus for them. I think it was one had graduated and worked in something engineering related and wanted to change the type of job and the field, because here in England it's possible to change the field, which is cool. But anyway, another one was a guy who did medicine or something. He doing researches about giving birth and babies. Yeah, about babies. Some decided to apply for a recruitment job. Some lived in London, some not. And there was a girl who arrived 1 hour late. I don't know what she was doing because she didn't present herself. She came 1 hour, 2 hours late, 1 hour and a half late, so she just came for the final task. So for my achievements, for example, I was talking about my internship and how I managed to save 100,000 euros and blah blah blah. Basically what I was proud of. And the other people were mentioning what they were proud of, but nothing related to business. For example, someone climbed the Great Canyon and said how proud he was. Someone else said how proud he was for winning a lottery, stuff like that. When it came to, we had to prepare a sort of presentation for 5 minutes and talk about a subject that we liked. I love my course, I love what I'm studying, you know, and it's rare that someone likes what he's studying in England. Actually, okay, that's little brackets. They like what they're studying because they choose to study that and because they're encouraged to do what they like. However, they don't put that in the first place. Like, they don't put that as the center of everything, and they don't count necessarily finding a job in the area. They just chose it because it looked interesting and stuff, but in their free time, they don't talk about business if they study business. Whereas me, I like to talk about business with my friends, because I have friends like that. Anyway, bracket closed. Yeah, so I liked what I'm studying, so I decided to talk about cultural differences in international business. And I was talking about Renault and Nissan, partnerships and joint venture, because I really liked that. I was so into it, and I just talked for 5 minutes. And that was the mistake. I should have talked about something not related to business. The canyon guy talked about his canyon Grand canyon adventure, and another guy talked about a charity organization, and a girl talked about and the two recruitment girls that did recruitment already were more business oriented also. I mean, professional, wanted to sell their professional skills. At the end, when they told us who stays for interviews, 3 people stay for interview, 3 people leave. Me and the 2 recruitment girls left. And it was a job related to recruitment. A graduate job related to recruitment. And everybody who had skills in recruitment left. And I found out later who got the job, and it was the guy who did engineering. Not engineering, it was not even that, it was something mechanical, technical stuff. It was not like science based, it was more like technical. Because he escalated Grand Canyon. Okay, I kind of understand now why they were doing that, but it was kind of, if I knew in advance, I wouldn't have gone to London and spent 13 hours on the road. Like, if someone would have told me how it works here, it was a consultancy agency, a recruitment consultancy, so meaning it was a group of a firm, 5 people, 6 people, who was finding people for other company, who was recruiting staff for big companies who were their clients. Basically, the job is easy. You don't need skills for it. Like, they teach you how to do it. You just search for good CV. So you have a number of rules to respect when finding someone. So they told me after that, when it comes to consultancies, firms, they usually hire someone who has similar interest like them, because they spend a lot of time traveling, free, talking with each other, because the job is not consuming that much, so they want someone to be able to fit in their group, you know. So they choose them based on their ability to fit in the group. And the job was so selling. Yeah, you can travel to New York, we have an office opening in New York, and blah blah blah, and we travel a lot together as a team. Yes, if you're a consultant, you can travel a lot with your workers, because it's a small team of 5, 6, under 10 employees working together. They often do stuff together. They're friends. It's not, you don't have an office job, you have a consultancy job. And I wanted to have that, but I have to find consultancy that has my personality, and that the firm itself has my personality and wants someone like me. The problem is I'm too business oriented and focusing on wanting to be efficient in my work, do the great task. And it's not like that in England, because work environment is so much chill. A lot of people from the outside notice this and say that I want to work in England because it's not stressful. It's not stressful when you come to work, when you go out, coffee breaks. It's not stressful, it's easy. So that's why they hire you based on your personality, and now I made the link, because you get to spend a lot of time with those people, and you want to have a good ambience, environment, and everything like that. So now what I know is you target the right companies to not waste your time, and companies that are just like you, but you can't really know that unless you talk to someone who works in the company. You have to do some researches before applying for a job. Hope that was helpful. Kind of long story time, but there's a strategy behind job hunting nowadays, and I have more tips about that coming up, because I'm currently in that process. So hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and see you in the next video.